Hello, and welcome to the Natural History of Scent. How we've been telling stories through fragrance for thousands of years. My name is Elias. I'm a jewelry designer, a perfume artist, and a film director, originally from Lebanon, and now I've been in Louisville for a little over a decade serving my community. When most people think about perfume, they think about fashion. They think about luxury brands, beautiful bottles, and maybe a celebrity campaign. But perfume is so much older than that. Long before Paris became famous for fragrance, before department stores and designer labels, scent was sacred, human beings have always been drawn to fragrance. Thousands of years ago, people burned resins, woods, flowers, and spices not to smell good, but to connect with something greater than themselves. Scent was a ceremony. Scent was a memory. Scent was spirituality. As I've been reading the book Essence and Alchemy by Mandy Aftel, one of the things that struck me most is how ancient our relationship with fragrance truly is. People carried frankincense across deserts, they traded myrrh across continents, they burned cedarwood in temples, they infused oils with rose petals and orange blossoms. Fragrance was one of the first luxuries in humanity like ever created. And what's fascinating to me is that my own heritage is deeply connected to that story. I was born in Lebanon, and when I started learning about the a history of perfume, I realized that the lands surrounding Lebanon helped shape the fragrance traditions we all know today. The Phoenicians, who lived along the Lebanese coast thousands of years ago, were some of the greatest merchants and traders in history. They crossed the Mediterranean carrying precious goods from one civilization to another. Among those treasures were fragrant woods, spices, oils, resins, and botanicals. Cedarwood from Lebanon became legendary. Frankincense and myrrh traveled through ancient trade routes. Orange blossoms perfumed gardens and homes. Rose became a symbol of beauty and love. When I work at the perfume bar at KULLI Atelier, um, I often think about this connection because the truth is, I'm not simply helping people create perfume. What I'm doing here is I'm helping people create and celebrate those memories. I'm helping people tell stories. I'm helping people capture a moment in a bottle. And that is exactly what our ancestors were doing thousands of years ago. The materials may have changed, the bottles may have changed, but the intention remains the same: to remember, to celebrate, and to connect. Every time someone sits at the perfume bar and chooses, for example, cedarwood, I think about the mountains of Lebanon. When, for example, someone falls in love with frankincense, I think about the ancient temples that used to be filled with incense and prayers. When someone chooses orange blossom, for example, I think about springtime in the Mediterranean, or driving with a rich husband on the coast of Italy. These are pieces of human history and experiences. That's why I believe that fragrance is one of the most personal art form in the world. You don't just wear a perfume, you carry a story, you carry a memory, you carry a feeling, and sometimes you carry a connection to generations that came before you. At Kulli Atelier, my goal isn't simply to help you smell amazing. It's, it's great. My goal is to help you discover the magic that is hidden inside of fragrance and that is hidden inside of you. I want to help you slow down, to explore and smell intentionally, and to create something meaningful and beautiful. Because fragrance isn't just beauty, fragrance is culture, fragrance is art, fragrance is memory. And perhaps most importantly, it's a reminder that we are all connected to a story that is much larger than ourselves. So the next time you smell cedarwood, frankincense, myrrh, orange blossom, or rose, remember this: you're experiencing ingredients that have inspired humanity for thousands of years. And now that story continues with you. So, how will your signature perfume smell like, and how do you want to tell your story? Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, share or like just to kind of let me know, um, what to talk about and how to keep this series going. Again, thank you so much for watching. My name is Elias, and if you want to create something beautiful, reach out to me.